Hello everybody, how you doing? Let me know if the levels are okay. I'm using a different mic today because I want to have the AC running because it's so hot in New York. It's good to see you. I got my package today. This is the box that the Ultimate Ears arrives in. I took the label off the front with all my billing information. And I've just removed the seal, but I haven't opened it yet. I want to do a live reaction to this tonight. I'll be here for about 50 minutes. At 8 p.m. or just after 8 p.m. I'll be on Dylan Talks Tone, so please join me over there later. Lee's here drinking the whiskey. Very good, Lee. So what I thought I would do tonight is start with these $50 Amazon in-ear monitors so we can do an actual comparison. Now, these are actually excellent. I hope I made a good choice with these new ones. I'm going to post a link in the chat. Okay, this is what I'm using right now. They're around 50, 60 bucks. They're really amazing. But the thing is, they're not custom to my ears. They have foam tips on them right here that can be destroyed over time and you have to replace them. And I find the connector cable can sometimes pop out as well. But, I mean, it probably happens on all in-ear monitors, right? They sound excellent. They sound really, really good. And like the guitar is going direct tonight. I mean, I can't really imagine it being any better. I mean, tone is subjective, but... And I'm someone that likes to play through a real guitar cab, right? And... here's the thing. This is why I was so apprehensive about this purchase. These headphones sound fantastic, phenomenal, wonderful, amazing, brilliant. $50. I've had about 2 pairs of them because I did run over 1 pair with my chair. That's my biggest fear for the new ones. And of course, I don't lose them either. But I did break 1 pair and order the replacement pair. It wasn't a problem because it's $50. And I have another one of these as well in the kitchen, just for if I'm doing a live stream and I've got to grab them. So these are so affordable. It's just nuts. If you're looking for in-ear monitors, if you want to try them, see if they work for you, then just get these Amazon ones right now. Don't even hesitate. I can't fault them. So why did you go and buy new ones, you may ask? Well, the reason is I just felt like, and this might sound weird to you, but I upgraded to the Apollo Twin. Fantastic interface. I upgraded my singing mic, which is this one, the Neumann. I have a recording Neumann. I have my Martin. I have my aux box to record. All this really high-end, well, I mean, not the highest end gear, but pretty high-end gear. And I thought, well, my weakest link here is these. I'm playing this stuff through a pair of $50 headphones. This is what I'm hearing, right? I'm not hearing anything else. Everything I'm hearing right now is through these. And I felt like it was kind of crazy. Kind of crazy to have that at the end of my signal chain. Remember, the first part of your signal chain is practice and your playing. Then it's the gear. And then it's how you listen to it. And I love using a PA system. More on that next week, by the way. I've got some cool stuff happening next week. The PA system is great. You play a gig, you crank your amp, you crank the PA. That's all great. When you're live streaming, obviously you're not doing that. There's no sound coming out of the amp right now. It's a silent room, which my neighbors are very happy about. So everything I'm hearing, my voice, the guitar, and even when I play acoustic guitar, I'm not hearing the guitar, I'm hearing the microphone. So this is so important. Now, what you're listening to at home is important as well. When we do these comparisons on a Monday, I always tell you to wear good headphones because what you're listening to is also important. The good thing with this is I could tell you, like I could tell Nathan to go and get a pair of these, and then when he listens to the stream at home, it should sound similar to these because obviously all in-ear monitors are going to have their own sound. There's no such thing as a flat sound, right? Nothing's totally flat. And indeed, all the Ultimate Ears that we looked at the NAMM show had quite different sounds. I got a different pair to what Dr. McFarlane got. He got the ones that are supposedly flat, and I really like those, and I like the idea of those to mix the sound for what's going out on the stream. But then again, of course, you might be listening on these, or studio monitors, or hi-fi. So that doesn't really work anyway. It's difficult. So I went for the ones that I thought sounded the most inspiring to me. We'll see. What I hope is that I noticed they have a noticeable difference to these because these are so darn good for the money. So shall we unbox them? And then what I'll do is I will put them on and play through them, maybe go back and forth and let you know if this was a good purchase. I think this is kind of a fun thing to do. So let me just mute this guitar for a second. Put it down. I'll grab the box. I have to say, these unboxings like this are always a bit scary because I like to do it myself first of all. There's so much pressure when you unbox something on a live stream to like it. You know, it adds to the stress for sure. All right, I'm gonna get straight into this because, like I said, I have to finish on time because I'm gonna be a guest on. It's called Dylan Talks Tone. So please come and join us after when I leave this one. Come and join us on that stream. And if you're watching this in the future, you can watch that on his channel, Dylan Talks Tone. All being well, I'll be on there tonight as a guest talking about some stuff. All right, here we go. So that was just the box, of course. This is what it looks like. Dr. McFarland got them as well, and he said they've just been delivered. I wonder if he's tried them yet. This is what it looks like. Focus, please. Focus, please. Come on. You're not going to focus on that? There we go. Well, the box is nice. And its name is Aaron Short, UE-18 Plus. Remember, these are for my ears. They took scans of my ears. Okay? So this is exciting stuff here. Are you ready for the big unboxing? Whoops. Oh no. There we go. That was terrible. Okay, it says, thank you. Yeah, I'm not surprised I bought your thing. What are you going to say in here? They're handcrafted. How to wear. Identify the side. So the red is the right. Okay, that's easy. Red is right. Insert them and twist forward. Snap backwards, lock into place. That sounds complicated. Push on the faceplate. Adjust the seal. Adjust cable, wrap behind ear, and cinch cable secure. I thought I'd just throw them in my ears. Crazy. Cleaning. That's the gross part, because obviously these are going in your ears. They do get dirty. Use a cleaning tool to remove wax buildup. Lovely. Yeah, if you don't, they won't sound as good, will they? Okay, so that's that. Now let's unbox the actual thing here. Oh, it looks... Oh, wow. Nice. Look at that little tin with my name on it. Come on, camera. There we go. How cool is that? It's got the kind of beveled edge on it too. Hey, this is an unboxing, remember? UE Pro, that's their social media on the bottom. Okay, so I guess I twist it open. Oh, okay. More things within a thing. Now there's some stuff in there. Is that the cleaning tool? I presume this is the cleaning tool. I used to have earplugs that were custom, and they had something like that in the tin too. Okay. Here's a little pouch that I must never lose. Oh, okay. Let's open this up. Ta-da! That's it. That's it. So I did get the ones. I really hope I like these. Everyone's saying their friends like theirs. That's just adding more pressure to me. I got the ones with the hole in them. So what you can do, they tell me, is... Oh, the hole is actually open now. So you can block... There's a thing in that case to block this hole. There's a little tiny hole. And that's an ambient port. So that will allow some outside sound in. I thought that'd be good as I'm a singer. Because I find that when you have your ears completely plugged and you're singing and recording and whatever performing, sometimes it can throw your pitch off. That's my excuse anyway. But I thought it'd be cool. That was like an optional extra that you can't add later. These are my be and end alls. I don't want to buy these ever again. You know, I want these to last me at least 10 years, right? So let's take a look at this. And what I do is I run an extension cable to my interface, my Apollo Twin, which is good because if I run over that with my chair, then that's a good thing. They offer these with a longer cable. I'm glad I didn't get it because I would be scared of running over it with my chair. And then, of course, if you break this cable, it's a very expensive replacement, right? I'm just getting them ready. That cable is very thin, of course, so I'll be careful with that. I mean, it looks great. So that is my ear. I'll show you now, because I'm never going to show you that again, because that'll be covered in wax. That is a mold of my ear canal. And the red side is right. So this one will go in my right ear. And this one will go in my left ear. So, shall we try it? I am nervous. So this is what these sound like. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Oh, it feels really weird putting them in because I'm not used to this. Wow. Hang on. It might take me a while to do this. Hey, Mark Johnson, how you doing? I don't think they're in properly. It feels like they're not in properly at all. Hang on. I could have read the instructions, I suppose. But that seemed too easy. Let me see this. It feels like they're only half on. Hang on. Let me read the manual. See, this is why I don't like doing unboxings of gear live. Okay, step 1. Step 2, insert. Twist forward. Snap backwards. Twist forward. Snap. Is that the cable or the in-ears? Do the in-ears just push right in, or do you have to like make them go in a certain way? Or does it sound weird because I haven't put that sound plug in there yet? Oh, that could be the reason, actually. I'm hearing outside noise, right? So they don't ship with this inside? You have to put this in yourself? To seal the inner monitors, the enclosed plugs are to be placed in the port in front of the permanently installed filters. Oh, wait. To seal the ear monitors okay, that's the thing. I can hear all this outside noise, which is their job, I suppose, but I really don't, I really wanted to try test them first of all with these things in. Now I've got to figure out how to put these in there. Okay, let me see. Hey, Dylan's here. Go subscribe to Dylan's Talks Tone and then join us about 8 o'clock when we're done here. Yeah, no. Let me see if this thing is sealed. It's not sealed. So they didn't put that in there. So I have to do it myself. So let me see. So I presume this little tiny thing here has to go in that little tiny hole. Oh, man. You see, Dr. McFarlane didn't get this version. He got the ones without it. And that means he didn't have this problem that I'm now having. And I'm going to make a complete mess of this on the live stream. Come on, go in there. Well, it certainly works. I could certainly hear the ambient sound outside. But, of course, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear just the in-ears to compare to the ones I had. The ones I had were just foam. Oh, there we go. I think I got it. Now, I do like that these are not foam. I like that it's just plastic on the end, because you're not going to lose that foam, and that foam's not going to wear away. That's cool. All right, one more. Bear with me. This could end up being the most boring live stream ever, but that's fine. It's just the warm-up for 8 o'clock. So, this one here. And I wonder how you get those things out. I don't think I want to. I wanted the option. Oh, there we go. Okay. Wasn't too bad. They attach those little nubbins to these so you can actually feel them and not lose them completely. Yeah, I don't think I want these out. I think I didn't really want this at all. I just like the idea of having the option for the future. All right, let's try that again then. So red side. And right side. You're having fun? This is not fun. Ah, I think I didn't do it right. You do have to twist them. I think so. Because the thing is, with the old ones, it was so easy to like get them to go in because they got that foam on there. And then with these ones, they're so shallow. Look. Because they're molded, they're really shallow. There's nothing like filling the whole ear. That little thing is just going right in the ear canal. Oh, Nathan's opening his now. Yeah, tell me how you put them in. I feel so dumb right now. But you know, when anything is new, we take it for granted, don't we? It's certainly going to get the old wax out of the ears, that's for sure. Okay, I think I got it. I think that's it. You do have to kind of twist them in and backwards. It's weird. You don't just stick them in there. You do have to kind of, wow, that's strange. And then my voice has quite a lot of mid-range compared to the other ones. But now what I'm wondering is, see, this is the problem to this stuff. Now I'm wondering, did the cheaper ones have like a cut mid-range, which made me think that was a nice sound and actually was kind of harsh in the mids? This is not my usual mic. This is a vocal singer's mic, where the shotgun mic sounds different. But those in-ears from Amazon have a real cut in the mid-range. This has a strong mid, which I would probably go into my interface and cut out. I'm not sure if I'm going to like that or not. And I'm not sure how representative that is. You know, how accurate is that compared to the other ones? That's a good question, isn't it? Let me just see here. Yeah. It certainly feels very different. It's not like, I'm not going to say like, oh, they're much better or whatever. It's a completely different feeling to the other ones. It just feels so different. It's weird. Very weird. And I suppose what I may have to do is go in there and adjust my sound for these and then check them on something else to make sure they're working right. Yeah. I still don't think I'm putting them in right anyway. Let's see how the guitar sounds, if that's going to sound really mid-rangey as well. This is interesting. Yeah, it does. It sounds very mid-rangey. Typical. I do this on the live stream and then I wonder what's going on. It sounds like there's a ton of mid-range and I don't know why that is. Yeah, I wonder if I'm doing something wrong. Because even the guitar sounds really, really honky and it doesn't sound like that in the room. Of course, to you, it all sounds the same because nothing's changed out there. It's only changed for me. But all I'm hearing is a really like 1K frequency in my ears. feel like that would be okay if that's the sound you want, but I don't think it is. Unless I'm wearing them wrong. That could also be. Let me cut all the mid from the amp and see. Nah. Still really mid-rangey. A ton of mid-range. I wonder if it's me. Am I being dumb? Well, I hate to say it, but if this is what they sound like, I'm not actually impressed at all. But I swear I'm doing something wrong here. I have to be. They must be like halfway out or something. It says insert them, twist forward. Let me try actually reading the instructions because I never do that. That seems better. Oh, yeah. Actually, that's better. Better. That seal is so important. If you don't get that seal, it sounds terrible. So you do have to twist it. It's a weird feeling. You have to put them in and twist them forward. Because I guess they're so fitted to your ear, they have to really lock into your ear. If there's any kind of gap, then you're going to get a load of other sound coming through, right? Like that sound port thing. Yeah, that sounds much better. And I still might not have put them quite right either. So we'll see. So yeah, Dr. McFarlane just got them there as well. So Dr. McFarlane, are you just sticking them in, or are you putting them in and then actually twisting them in like that? That definitely sounds a lot better. They sounded really bad before. Maybe I've just got weird ears, you know? I don't know. Let me try that. Much better. 1 2 1 2. But yeah, I guess you gotta get used to as with anything new, right? You gotta get used to it. So actually putting them in like that was weird. Huh. My ears are strange. Well, they're big. I know that. Now, is this better than the other ones? I don't know. Not night and day, no. There's definitely more of a seal. That's given me more of a kind of directness to these things than the other ones. I guess that would make sense because there's a complete seal there, where the others have like the foam, which cannot be exact. Let me just try muting this microphone. Yeah, they don't block the sound. The thing is, they don't block the sound completely anyway. So I don't think you need those sound port things in there because they're kind of letting some sound through anyway, even though they're in my ears. They're not like earplugs, you know, but they block all the sound. I still feel like I'm doing something wrong. Let me just check one more time. I feel like I'm putting... in, twist forward. Yeah. This has got to be the weirdest live stream I've ever done. That's better though. That's much better. The fit is really important. I thought they would just like stick in, but they don't. You have to actually put them in a certain way. Are they much better than the ones I had? They're not $1,000 better. are excellent. They're very good. I feel like there's more sound on the left side than the right side for some reason. I'm not sure why that is. Yeah, that could just be my setup here. Oh, no. I'm not broadcasting in stereo, maybe. That's why. Let me just see here. That could be a setup thing. Yep. I think it's too late now because I haven't restarted the stream. Yep. Let me see. Oh, no, it should be working. I mean, I don't dislike them. I like them. They seem to have more of a directness to them, which makes sense. I don't know if they don't feel more comfortable right now because they're molded to my ear, but there's no foam there. The ones with the foam, I feel like the foam is comfortable. But they say that these ones, because they're molded to the ear, are more comfortable in the long run. And I just find these a little bit, I still find them a little bit mid-rangey, but maybe that's the sound that I have. Who knows, right? I need to test that on something else. Dr. McFarlane. Hey, Dr. McFarlane, maybe they mixed our ears up. Maybe I've got yours and you've got mine. Okay, those old ones are easier to put in, so I'm going to play some guitar for a few minutes, and then I'm going to switch back to the other ones and see what difference that makes. Dylan Talks Time really likes your channel. Yeah, I'm going to be on there just after 8. You must come with me, and there will be less of this messing around and more talking on there, I promise. Okay, switcheroo. Don't break them, don't break them, don't break them. Careful, careful, careful. That sounded great because the guitar likes mid-range, as you guitarists will know. This will be so interesting now, going back to these again. Oh, goodness. Yeah, just shove them in. Shove these ones in. Okay. Okay, so yeah, the difference is huge. There's so much mid scoop and low end on these, and I don't think I have any. Let me see if I have any EQ applied, like on the microphone, because there's just a ton of low end on this mic. And maybe it's an EQ thing. Hang on, let me check on the interface here. This is crazy. Ah, it's got okay. Okay, I've got EQ turned on. Let me turn off the EQ on the mic. 1 2 1 2. Okay, now I hear that mid range now. Yeah, 1 2 1 2 1 2. So this is, if you're listening at home, this is straight through, no EQ. I actually had a lot of EQ applied. So the interesting thing will be, how does this affect the other ones now? Because the new ones seem quite mid-rangey compared to these. I could always EQ it differently, and I actually think the guitar was better. It was less flubby and more direct, more kind of cutting. I think that was better for guitar. But I really have to do a follow-up on these. I really have to listen to some music and do some more tests with the microphone, maybe record some stuff. My biggest problem with these is I feel like sometimes they distort a little bit. And that was another reason I wanted to get the other ones. I don't want to hear any distortion that's not actually there in the recording. I was worried that these might be distorting a bit, but I'm not sure. But yeah, actually, this sounds really flubby now. Even the guitar. I think the instruments probably sound much better through the in-ear monitors. Maybe that's what they're for. More aimed towards performance. When I'm talking in the live stream, I felt like it was too harsh in the mids. And now I've turned off that EQ on the mic. I'm worried that it'll be really harsh. But what I might have to do is EQ the mic more for those in-ears. I'm not sure if that's a good idea or not. What you have to do with this stuff is record it, listen back on different devices, your phone, your studio monitors, some car speakers. You have to try everything. It's like making a record. You have to listen, because unfortunately not everyone has the same listening device, and that's really the biggest problem. The biggest, most popular listening device is probably an iPhone or something like that, right? But this sounds really tubby and flubby now. I don't like it really. I don't like it at all compared to the other ones. It's a bit frustrating. The guitar is much better on the new ones, and the voice is a bit kind of harsh in the mid-range. And I'm not sure if it can't be the mic. I mean, it might be the mic. So that's confusing. That will have to be tested. Having said that, these still sound amazing with the guitar. I completely recommend these, no problem. Yeah, okay, I'm going to switch back to the other ones one more time. This is crazy because you're not actually hearing it. This is all about me, isn't it? You're not actually out there. You're not hearing anything different. You're basically watching me test headphones. So very, very strange video, but hopefully my reaction will be useful to somebody. Now I knew this would be pretty close, to be honest. I did. But there was a few things that I really wanted to work out. Like I didn't want those foam inserts to be a problem like they have been. I wanted to put these straight in my ears. But let's see. Okay. My biggest thing right now is trying not to break them, you know? Nope. He's tangled up. He's tangled up. Okay. I think the reason you twist them forward and then back again is so that it makes the seal. Like, that kind of makes sense. So now I hear that mid-range again, which makes sense because I turned off the EQ, which had like a mid-range cut. So that totally makes sense. So let me turn that EQ back on again. 1, 2. See if I can figure out what the frequency is. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. So that's like 700K. That's what I thought. Around like 1K. In fact, let me try 1K. Yep. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then turn up the brightness a bit. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, that's better. There's just so much more. It's crazy. The other ones have no mids and a ton of low end, and these have less low end and more mids. Yep. I think that's much better. Let me see. 1K. I like the 700 better. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. No, 700. 1, 2. Yeah. Okay, 1, 2. That's better. Oh, Dylan. So is the voice too bright now? What I don't want to do is mix it on these and they're too bright for people listening at home. Oh my God. There's still that, oh, I don't know. I'm wondering now if I should have got, because the ones that Dr. McFarlane got are completely flat. And these ones, they told me, are a bit more hyped in the high end. And that's what I realized last week when I looked at what I'd ordered. But actually, these are not hyped in the high end. These are hyped around like 1K. And like I was saying, that can be good because it's that nasal sound that cuts through, that punchy sound. But I'm also worried it could just be a real pain in the butt and be really... Actually, no. Now they're in better. I've got more bass. I'm worried that it could be a real pain in the butt and just be too... Oh, actually, that's changed everything. Oh, man. The positioning is so important. Like, all the low ends come back now. Oh, okay. Ah. Yeah. It's all about... Yeah. It's all about the positioning. That's what it is. They're not going in very well. I think it's just the way I'm putting them in. Because when they're in properly, all the low end's there and the mid-range is less harsh. When they're not in properly, let's see if that pops out. Right now it's great. It's warm. It's great. There's no problem at all. Much better sound. Yeah, and there's in fact, there's no problem though. I think it's all about how you put them in, and that could be a problem for some people because the foam ones you just kind of shove them in as much as you can. These ones have to go in a certain way, and I'm finding they're not staying in quite right. So what I'll have to do is contact the company and ask them exactly how you put these in to make sure they're in properly. Because I feel like if they're not in properly and they pop out, then it sounds really bad. In a true live setting, will the mid-punch be helpful? Well, no. Actually, Dylan, no. It won't matter at all, will it? They're only for me. No, they sound great now. This is better. It's all about the way you put them in. I'm wondering if the molds came out correctly because I had to really get them in there properly. Now they're in there tight, but I can kind of feel it tight in my ear. But now I don't have that weird mid-range honk. It's kind of gone. But I also feel them popping out. So I think it's just the way... I think it's just the way that I'm putting them in, maybe. Let me see. 1, 2, 1, 2. The thing is, I love the sound of the guitar. I don't love the sound of the voice. I love that sound on the guitar, but the voice sounds like it's underwater. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Love the sound of the guitar through these. Don't love the sound of the mic at all. Sounds really mid-rangey unless I push them all the way in my ears. And then it's kind of painful. Painful to push them in. Yeah, Dylan, we'll meet you over there. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, so I think, here's my conclusion. I think I'm putting them in wrong because they keep popping out. So either these aren't molded to my ears properly, or I'm simply doing something really, really stupid and dumb, or I'm just not putting them in properly. Although Dr. McFarlane said that his... Oh, they should almost pop in. Okay, they should almost pop in and look quite flush to your ear. Ah, you need to put them in and twist them forward, then backwards, then pull your ear to allow them to go into place properly, right? Because right now it sounds like I'm talking through an AM radio because they're not in properly. You can probably see that, right? So you're saying to actually... I don't feel like that's flush to the ear. I'm twisting it in. Ah, that was better. Actually, that did something. That did something there. Tonight. Ah, look. Look. See the difference? Aha. Tonight on the New York news, man goes to hospital with earplugs stuck in his ears. Yeah, you're right, Rosanna. You're right. It's all me. It's the way I'm putting them in. Like I said, this is why you don't do this stuff live. Maybe it will help somebody, though, that gets these. That looks better, doesn't it? They're in there better now. Maybe that will help somebody that gets these and it's like, oh, how do you put them in? Or wonders that thing. I still hear a ton of mid-range, and I feel like there's more sound on the left side than the right side. And no, I'm not deaf in one ear. I just hear a lot of mid. Oh, actually, that's better. Let me see, though. 1, 2, 1, 2. Because I had EQ on before, didn't I? So there we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Just take some of that out. Okay, I think that's good. I think it's all about how you put them in. Does that look better? This one looks more flush to this one looks more flush to the ear now, right? This one still doesn't. Rosanna says they are so awkward when you first try. Yeah, you know what this is? I think this is me putting them in wrong. I really, really do. And I'm going to invite the company on for a live stream, and we can discuss these, and they can tell us how you put them in. Right, this sounds much better. Take my word for it. That mid-range weirdness is gone. So look how they look in my ear now. And then if you rewind the video to earlier, I bet they're sticking out. And that gap is obviously what makes that awful mid-range honky sound. So now it sounds much better. Let's try the guitar. Yeah, everything sounds much better. Yeah, that is okay. That's perfect. That is it. So there's just a knack. There's a knack to putting them in. And if you look at my ears, they look much more flush to the ear. Maybe they could go in even more. But this right now, this sound is perfect. Let me turn off the EQ. So with the EQ off, there's still a bit of mid-range honk. But to be fair, with the other ones, I had that on. as well earlier on. So with that mid-range, just 4 dB, that sounds great to me. I love that sound. So I feel like with the cheap ones, it's easy just to stick them in there and they sound really good. But they do sound very hollowed out, very hi-fi. I think these are flatter, and that this right now is excellent. So I take back everything, all the problems I had earlier, which I knew I was going to have tonight, because whenever I unbox anything live, it always happens like this. And hasn't it happened to you when you've unboxed something at home and kind of struggled with it and thought, am I doing something wrong? And then you've emailed the company or watched some YouTube videos and realized that you did something wrong. So this is all about the fit. I guess I assume these would just fly in the ear and fit, but I don't think it works like that. Because the actual tip that goes in the ear is quite shallow. Sounds great, but I tell you what, I love this guitar and this Oxbox thing. Anyway, this is direct through the Oxbox, and I've got that sort of Hendrixy kind of slight dirt sound on the guitar. Yeah, that's night and day. That sounds great. Now, even the voice, it does sound more sealed. Let me just turn the mic off. Even my talking voice now is quieter, so the seal is better. So I guess that's my takeaway from this. The seal is really, really, really important, which makes sense, but I guess I wasn't prepared for it to be that difficult to put them in. All right, let me just put this off. Okay, so I still think I'm wearing them wrong, but yes, I do like them. Now, like I said, you have to watch my show, you have to watch my channel, and I'll do like an actual long-term review. Remember, this was only meant to be an unboxing, initial impressions. This was not meant to be a actual full-on review. So do watch. I mean, you'll know how I like them, because if you watch my channel for a few weeks, you'll see my reaction to using them throughout the weeks that I use them. So that will be the real test. I think the most important thing is I need to get used to putting them in correctly. And that's really important. Even now, I still don't feel like I put them in quite right. I guess a good test would be to see how dirty they are, right? You see what I mean? Like that point there is so short that you've got to really get it in. Because if you don't, it's not going to make the seal. And if it pops out, it's not going to have the seal. The only problem is my ears are killing me now because I've been like twiddling around in there. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let me just try the old ones again. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, stay tuned. I don't want to make any like... Like I said, the ones I recommend are the best ones to get if you're starting out because they're so affordable. But I don't want to make any like deep decisions now because I don't think it's fair. Let me just try these one more time. I'm a bit in between with these. Like I feel like these are so scooped though. Like I said, you just can't beat these for the money. They're incredible. They really are. And even if they break every 6 months, well, I guess over the years that will be worth getting better ones, but yep, 1, 2. These are very easy to put in. These sound they sound too bassy to me, but they don't have that harsh mid-range. And I still think that's just the way that I'm putting the new ones in. Stay tuned. We'll find out. So what's my roundup of today? Well, nice company, nice presentation, some nice sounds. Like these now sound very, very hi-fi. These have no mid-range at all. I don't like it in a way, but I find it less tiring than hearing that mid-range. Those ones just have a bit too much of that thing. So my only hope is that I didn't get the wrong ones. I hope I shouldn't have got the flat ones. I hope that mid-range push in these ones isn't a result of the ones I got. I will have to check their website to see if that's true. If it is true, maybe I made a very expensive mistake. It's not like you can sell on in-ear headphones, is it? They're yours forever. So I won't say that yet. I need to contact the company, make sure I'm putting them in properly and do some research. But when I had them in a certain way at times tonight, it sounded excellent. It sounded much better than this. This actually now sounds pretty crap. Let me turn off the EQ. Yeah. In fact, well, actually, no, this sounds kind of mid-rangey too. So with the EQ on, yeah, the fidelity of the sound of the new ones is much better. There's just a weird mid-range thing going on. And I just hope that's a result of the way I'm putting them in. So watch this space. I'll let you know in a future video if that is the case. Anyway, I'm going to start to wrap things up. I didn't go through the comments or anything tonight because I want to finish on time because I'm going to be on Dylan Talks Tone. I want you to come with me. Just look on YouTube and type in Dylan Talks Tone. And let me put this up here on the screen. See, my t-shirt is messing up my messages now. Please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, let me just I'll just read the comments because he's starting at 8, but I'm not joining him for a few minutes. Let's see what people said tonight. So Rosanna said, happy Thursday. Good to see you, Rosanna. Dan said, hi. Oh, James. Very cool. How you doing, James? Thanks. Nice to see you here. And Jim said, happy Friday evening. No one commented on the sound of the guitar. That was a tube amp through the aux box. And I love that rig so much. I love it. I think he's just kidding though, because we joke about such things. Lee's drinking whiskey as always. Rodrigo says, good night, Aaron. I think he means hello, not as in he's going to bed. Everyone's drinking tonight. I'm just drinking the water because I've got to be awake for my next stream. Pressured by a doctor. That was Dr. McFarland. Nothing wrong with wine. Yes, Thomas, you can. So I use an iPhone, so I've got to use an adapter to plug them in because my iPhone doesn't have a headphone port. But you can, yes. My plan is to use them. Oh, but my plan really was to use them for everything. Like listening to music, listening to YouTube, playing video games, like everything. That was my plan. So we shall see. And in fact, if I do that, then maybe I'll get more used to wearing them, you know. That could be a good thing. Hey, Warren's in Sydney. Chilly there. Tone Wars, yo. Yeah, actually, right now, I think these are more comfortable because they have the foam pad, just kind of push it in, it expands, it just kind of sits there. So in a way, I know I should say no comment, Lee, because like I said, I still think I'm not putting these new ones in right. And I think that's the biggest thing. That's really, really important. So I have to watch some YouTube videos on that. So right now, these are more comfortable than the new ones, but I don't think that should be the case from what I've been told. The guys in the band bought the X5 wireless headphone in-ear monitors, and my one friend liked your KZ after I told you. Yeah, I have that. I actually have that X5 system, so I could use that as well to be wireless. That's a great point. I forgot I had that. Yes, I should use that. Yes, well, the KZs are amazing. You just can't go wrong with them, Thomas. They're the best buy you'll ever make. Ultimate Ears is very excellent. Yes, I'm sure. And that's Dylan. So go subscribe to Dylan. You'll see us at 8 o'clock. They sound amazing. Lee, that's what I was hoping would happen. Oh, wow. These sound incredible. But as with a lot of gear, that's not what happened tonight. But I'm hoping that with some research, they will sound better when I put them in properly. And hey, if they don't, I'll let you know. If this wasn't a good purchasing decision, I'll tell you. Don't buy them. Buy the ones from Amazon. I'll be honest. You know, you might as well learn from my mistakes on this channel as well, right? But hopefully they weren't a mistake. When they are in properly, they should feel comfortable. Are you sim? Okay, yeah, they don't right now. It's going to be fun. Yes, it will be. We'll be there soon. Okay. I'll also speak to Dr. McFarlane to ask him about his as well. Oh, they should. Okay. Lee and Rosanna are experts in in-ear monitors. Oh, okay. He says you do have to get used to them. Okay, like everything else in life. Yeah, these ones I hear a ton of low end, and I don't like that. I don't want that on my voice or my guitar. These are obviously for like listening to music, very hi-fi, I would say. Hi, Olds, good to see you. Okay, so Dr. McFarlane said just a little twist did it. My ears are strange, just messing with you. These fit better. He had the Waves and sent them back. Waves custom. Hey, if things really don't work out, I'll order those Waves customs as well if they have some sort of return policy. These ones don't. I just kind of took a leap of faith. I still have high hopes though. Lee says you don't like them, do you? I work in engineering and wear molded earplugs, and they take a bit of getting used to. But if they're not in properly, they're not comfortable. That's exactly it, Lee. It's not that I don't like them. So at points tonight, it sounded wonderful, really cool, like much better than these. But there's also points that they're kind of popping out. I think I'm not putting them in properly. Oh, you meant you like his channel. I thought you meant Dylan likes my channel, Thomas. Can you use Amazon? Yeah, I've used the Amazon ones to record and mix. Maybe that's a bad idea. Now I hear how scooped they are. Maybe that's not such a good idea. So what I need to do is get my studio headphones out and compare those to the new in-ears. That will tell me. And these. That will tell me the answer. You play better when you use the ones you like. Yeah, thanks for the tips. Rosanna knows how to do it. I like seals except when I'm fishing. Like the Strat. I love that Strat. I've got to do more videos on my Strats soon too. It's got those custom shop 69 pickups. They sound so good. Yeah, I look forward to the long-term review. Okay, well, we'll do that in like a month's time. Yeah, you'll laugh. I'm going to wear these the rest of tonight. I'm just used to them. I don't want to be uncomfortable on his show. Yeah, maybe. I'll contact the guy. He was a nice guy. Actually, I wanted to get the guys, it's a family, lives in Nashville. I wanted to get him on for a live stream. So I will reach out and email tonight and explain what happened and ask for any tips. Yeah, when you get them fit in properly, I think you'll like, yeah. Yeah, you know, I like going live with this stuff, but really, when you get something brand new, you should really open it up, test it out, get to the place where you're happy with it, and then talk about it. Because it's very dangerous to, I mean, how often have you unboxed something and been disappointed straight away and then been very happy an hour, a week, or a month later? So let's leave it at that. I need to end now. I'm going to log off and wait for Dylan to invite me onto his show. I'll be right there in a second. So come and join me. Dylan Talks Tone. Dylan, the name Dylan, Talks Tone on YouTube. Go over there, go to his channel, and you'll see he's just gone live on his channel, Dylan Talks Tone, and I'll be joining him. So come and support us, or come and support me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. And watch out for a future video when I give a full review, final review. I'll definitely do a full final review of these either way to tell you if I think they're worth buying or not. So you have to watch that later on. Yeah, hey, it's real, right? It's just real life. But, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, keep your eyes open and keep your ears open. I'm going to jump off now so I can go and see Dylan. And yeah, please come and join me. It'll be fun. We'll see you there.
At midnight, wear your high heels, your red dress, and your smile. You'll look just like this other girl